This is Chicago. Doors open on the left at Chicago.
Welcome to Chicago. Welcome to Chicago. Welcome to Chicago.
This is Chicago. Doors open on the left at Chicago.
Welcome to Chicago.
You muted us.
I did
You're
mute
mute.
this.
Yep.
I did mute this. Welcome to Chicago. You are tuned into the TCSF podcast with Big Z and Ivan from the Tape Never Lies Network. And we're coming straight to you from the 606 Media Studios, powered by True Chicago Sports Fans and 606 Media. This is episode 275. We're fired up to talk about our Chicago Bears, Bulls, and Blackhawks tonight. Remember, 606 Media is your ultimate source for all things Chicago. Don't forget to swing by 606media.com and snag your official TCSF podcast t-shirt and check out our exclusive For the Love of Sports merchandise line. And if you're watching on Facebook, YouTube, what else are we out? Twitch, subscribe and share. And if you're listening on your 5-star or on your podcast app, just 5 stars. So let's get into it, man. Let's just get into it. We're going to start off with our Chicago Bears. We're going to bear down a victory, 31-28 victory Monday today. Lots to cover. We will break it all down because it wasn't all pretty, even though we got that dub. We're 8-3 at the moment, top of the leaderboard. But Ivan, there's lots to break down here, man.
Yeah, again, a win is a win is a win, right? But I think we, as well as, and more importantly, the team understands that it can be better, right? Things can be fixed, things can be cleaned up, and it's not to take away anything from yesterday. It's just a fact. You know what I mean? Like if you want to be the best, you want to be a part of that elite group that goes to the playoffs. Yep. You gotta be better, right? And we have a little bit of we have some rough roads coming ahead, right? We got division games coming ahead. We got to play the Lions again, but we got the Packers twice in 3 weeks.
Yeah.
So things need to, be ramped up as far as, things that clean up penalties, just little things here and there. Caleb overthrowing, in the first half, things like that. It needs to be more crisp. You want them, instead of making these miraculous comebacks, like you want them to start off hot. You want them to stay consistent, and you just continue to see little, inconsistencies. Watching these games, yesterday included, and does it concern you? Yeah, it concerns me a little bit because of just because of how this team is right now. Like they're, got a first-year head coach who's doing a wonderful job. You got guys that are injured, guys that are having to step up and play. So, again, as happy as I am that they're winning, things can be fixed, right? Things can be corrected in order for you to have that stability. Not saying that they don't have it right now, but have even more of a strong foundation. Reinforce the foundation that you're building with this culture. It's just it is what it is, man. Like it'll take time. Yeah, I understand that, but you can't just be like, oh yeah, it's his first year. We'll wait for these problems his second year. No. That's not winning football. That's not how you take accountability. And like I said, I know they say it every time you see them. We got to get better.
Yeah, good, better, best, right? That's the motto
Never
for
let
this
it rest.
season. Never let it rest. That's right. And we are not going to let it rest. We're going to call it as we see it. Caleb was erratic in that first half. He settled down that second half, but still missed a lot of open receivers. The run game needs to be a focus of the offense. It needs to be used more. You're looking at, I'm not going to count Caleb's carries, but you're looking at 21 carries for under 100 yards. That's unacceptable. When you're going to play these top elite teams coming up, which is the Eagles, and you're playing the Packers twice, because it doesn't matter what the records are, they're going to play tough. You've got
it's 21. Sorry, it's 21 carries under, was it 70 or
under 100 yards easily?
Under 80 yards. No, it's definitely. But take away his Caleb's yards. Take away 21.
So Burden was
from the
15,
99, right?
Yeah.
So he's
78 yards.
78. So under 80. Under 80.
Yeah, under 80. That's unacceptable. Yeah, it's just Well, one of these running backs has to have 80 every single game. And that you need to use the running game to open up for Caleb so that way he has space to throw.
Yeah.
It works off the play action. Go ahead.
No, what you're saying is absolutely correct. Is the story switches, right? I think this game is a lot different if Caleb just hits a few of those throws in the first half, right?
Yeah.
If he hits a few, the drive continues. You got big chunks, momentum on top of that, and who's to say they don't get more yards after the catch? So again, there's like Caleb is the least of my worries, right? Quite honestly, he is developing. He will have to get things, clean up things, and be better. But that comes through time, and I could see it already happening week in and week out. You hear it from the coach, you hear it from other people, watching and witnessing what's going on at House Hall with Caleb and Ben Johnson, their relationship. It all only takes time, right? Now, saying that, we're in a position here where we can't just you're not waiting, man. You have a chance. Like, you giving yourself a chance, regardless of who you're playing. You won those games. You gave yourself opportunity to go ahead and make some noise right here, right now. Do I believe they can win the Super Bowl? I'm still definitely skeptical of that. But again, you give yourself a chance, and you don't know what happens once you come playoff time. Again, that same old cliche, any given Sunday. I mentioned it, when we talked about their quarterback Rudolph, how you can't take him lightly. And like I said, when he had his opportunities, what did he do? He got the Steelers pretty close, right? He got them within, he had one more drive left. And if he connects, or if they don't get that illegal formation, we got a different story. Possibly we might have a tie game. They might go up. But again, nobody lightly, man, and any given Sunday. So if this Bears team gets to the playoffs like we're all hoping and expecting now at this point, you gave yourself a chance. So who knows what they can do. And I like it for the young guys. I like it for Caleb. I like it for Ben Johnson, the fans. I love it, because even if we get there and let's say we fall short, the hope is there. The hope is
We're playing with house money already.
Yeah, there's more than just hope at that point. There's legit belief that this team next year will take another step in their development and their process of rebuilding this thing and getting us to where the hell we want to be.
We're playing with house money. You got a first year coach. He's learning week to week, and it's like you can't make adjustments all over the team and try to figure it out. It just doesn't work that way. You've seen what he did. He worked on the running game, worked on the offensive line early in the season, and now you see Caleb having the playbook open up a little bit more. He's throwing for over 200 yards. He had 3 tutties yesterday. You're seeing progress every single week, and people want that overnight sensation. No, it takes an inch here, an inch there. That's what they're doing. You know what they're not doing? They're not taking any steps back. They're not shooting themselves in the foot to lose games, finding ways to lose games like they have in the last couple of years. They're not doing that. They're finding ways to win the game. This was a different game. It should have, again, a lot of these games should have been blowouts by the Bears, and just they let the teams in. But we're dealing with a lot of injuries on the defensive side. I looked at the injury report. Noah Sewell, Travis Homer, TJ Edwards, Dominic Robinson, Hippolyte, Stevenson, Jalen Johnson, Kyler Gordon, Roshan Johnson makes no difference, Tremaine Edmonds, Dio Odomingo, Shamar Turner, Braxton Jones, Amagaji, Jesus, just
and quite honestly, we could use a Braxton or an Amagaji. And I know people, Braxton Jones has taken some flack, but again, I've always said that as in a pinch, as a swing tackle, Braxton Jones would be solid. He's just not the anchor that you want at left. And it's, sticking with that left tackle, you have to give credit to Ozzie Trapillo. The name wasn't called as soon as we knew Theo wasn't going to come back or had to be out or for whatever. Did he never came back, did he? No, he didn't come back. Whatever happened, he stepped up and he answered. I mean, he was fantastic. You couldn't I wouldn't say he was fantastic. I got to go back and look at the tape. But again, if you're not being called, if your name's not being called, and you're not seeing Caleb on his back because of that left side, I mean, I would say you did a pretty fine job, man. As a rookie, you know,
Mhm.
there's always been talk about. Obviously, we know him being a right tackle and them having the idea of him going to left, and the the lack of experience and the uh, uh I guess the understanding that they needed to get him more acclimated to that spot and understanding what he has to do at left tackle after those preseason games. Um, I just got to give him credit, man. Like he did a good job. That he obviously is responding to coaching. You know what I mean? Like if you had come in a pinch, you know, with pass, you know, and I know they had Hightower out, or was it Highsmith out, but you still have Watt who could move on any side he wants. You know, you
Yeah.
still did a solid job against the defense.
Yeah, and we didn't even mention Theo Bennett, you know, the Canadian Eagle being out, which is the
Can
reason
can
that.
you sorry my
Oh, go
bad.
ahead.
Can you bring up this Israel's comment? Give the rock to who? To whom? I thought it said mangina at first when I at
That's
first
what it's.
glance. At first glance, I thought it said mangina. I was like, "What?" I was like, "Who the hell?" Yes, sorry.
The man
Yeah,
in
yeah.
China.
My
The man in China. Wow. Yes. I mean, look, we're looking to get some of these guys back for Friday's game. I know they held out. Who? Jalen was held out. We're seeing with Tremaine Edmonds.
I think they come back. I think
Yeah.
whoever they held out yesterday, I feel like they're gonna play
Yeah, I just
on
felt like
Friday.
just give them a little bit more days of rest for what's going to be a tougher game, and
Mhm.
that's going to be Friday, 2 o'clock in Philadelphia. That is going to be kind of a barometer to see where we're at, because you know the Philadelphia Eagles are one of those elite teams who are able to
Well,
gauge the problem.
they're in some trouble here. I'll say this
Huh?
after yesterday's game, seeing what happened, like the collapse, and you know, it's they still have the defense. The Vic Fangio, you got Vic, so
Mhm.
they, you know,
Yeah.
and they got the players. So it's like you gave Vic, it's Vic with guns. You know what I'm saying? But that collapse, there's something going on internally with that Eagles team, offensively in particular. And just gonna say this. I People might say, hey, they're gonna be pissed off after that loss. That's a kind of loss that can shake things up for a couple weeks if you don't have a strong foundation, and if you don't have good coaching and a strong foundation as far as your team is concerned, it could probably fracture the entire season. We watched it last year with one game in Washington, how it
Yep.
just all fell apart after that. And I know these are the Super Bowl champions, but I'm just saying, like, they already had struggles before. There was already people questioning Hurts. They don't score any more points after they get up 21, and Dallas goes and puts the points on the board. It's you have to think like one, yeah, they probably will be fired up. I expect them to. We all should expect them to be fired up. But again, after a loss like that, maybe there's some concern. Like maybe there's something going on inside
Some
that might
cracks in
be.
the foundation.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right. That might be to our benefit here on Friday. You got to take advantage of a team that's that's ailing, right? I'm not saying that they're Bears are going to go blow them out, but I'm saying you obviously see that there's an issue with that football team. Running the ball is not working for them, and if you're going to rely on Jalen Hurts, it's been rough sledding going to your number one in AJ Brown, right? I don't even think he's the number one anymore. You might as well call Smith the number one.
Smith is the number one, but I mean,
Right.
AJ Brown did show out yesterday with 110 yards, a touchdown, 10 targets, and then your leading rusher was Jalen Hurts, 7 for 33. So there's something going on with Saquon, as JC over here said. He might not be as healthy as he's been letting on. Uh, Again, if you don't have a rushing game and you have Saquon Barkley and he's not producing for you, guess what? The defense can just sit there and just worry about the pass.
Right. I mean, that's pretty much what it is. But again, you definitely can't take these motherfuckers lightly. Um,
No.
but if you want to look at it this way, we handled the Cowboys, and I know it's a different story from week 3 to now,
Right.
but it just gives me more hope that this team can go in there and, battle with one of the big boys of the NFL right now. You know what I'm saying? So let's see how it plays out. I expect a good game. Just make sure you show up. Don't leave your hearts on the at the airport in O'Hare. You know what I'm saying? Like you did at Baltimore, right?
Yeah. Well, we'll see what what our coaching staff can come up with. Dennis Allen getting some guys back on defense, what he can cook up to take care of their running game and Jalen Hurts. And then on offense, I feel like Ben Johnson's going to have to get a little bit more creative, being able to use the running game to take. Again, we say this every single week at the pregame and halftime. Run the ball, time of possession. That way, you are definitely going to have the ball longer. You're definitely going to be in rhythm, and that's where we don't see a lot of is where we're driving down sustained drives down the field, and we see where that's happening. One thing I didn't, no problem with this last game was I didn't see a lot of pre-snap penalties.
No, yeah, I mean,
so again, they're cleaning stuff up.
Yeah, it's getting better. It's like I said, you never let it rest. You got to get better.
Yeah.
Until you're at your best, right? That's
the
whole thing.
You gotta be, in the winning championships. That's how you're the best, winning championships. I know, and it's a little early in the week, but it is a short turnaround. It's Friday. They're playing within 5 days. There's travel time. Mm-hmm. Who do you see coming out on Friday?
Who's gonna win?
Yeah. It's a tough one because we're riding this wave. Mm-hmm. The Bears are a surprising 8-3, and they're matching up very well with a lot of these teams. But then you have the big boys who has that reputation of winning.
I'm gonna need. You're gonna have to give me. You guys will either find out tomorrow or on Wednesday on keeping it 100. But I don't know. Like right now, I'm still going through like what we can do. Like what I think would be successful against the Eagles. I mean, not necessarily what everybody else is doing, but just I'll need some time to ponder this.
Still digesting. Yeah. So if you want to know what our picks are, how we see this game going, you can tune in to The Tape Never Lies this week. They have multiple shows going on, and we will be at our last live event at Casa Humilde 7700 Madison in Forest Park. Looks like Steve's coming for that one, right?
I'll double check. I'm sure
we'll double check and see if Steve's coming. I know JC is coming. So we should have a full panel on this Friday, 2 p.m. start time. We'll be broadcasting live from 1 p.m. and we'll get you started with the latest news on the Chicago Bears versus the Philadelphia Eagles. So definitely come out and check us out. We'll have merch. We have giveaways. We've had rock glasses, shot glasses. We've got T-shirts. We got everything. Come on by and check us out at our last live event there. And I'll let you know what the next location will be this Friday. So we're going to take a quick break. And on the flip side, we're going to do the Madhouse on Madison report. And we'll talk about our Bulls who are playing right now and our surprising Blackhawks. So stay with us. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back after a word from our sponsors.
Hey there, Chicago enthusiasts. Are you ready to take your fandom to the next level? The True Chicago Sports Fan Podcast has got you covered with some serious cool merch that screams Chicago pride. From cozy sweaters to trendy tank tops, we got it all. Show off your love for the city with our iconic red, white, and blue logo, or stand out with our exclusive collection for the love of sports. Whether you're lounging at home, breaking a sweat at the gym, or cheering on your team at a game, our gear is a must-have for all you diehard Chicago sports fans out there. Don't hesitate. Visit bonfire.com/store/606-media-store/ or simply just click the link in the description and snag your gear ASAP. Get ready to make some noise, show your pride, and embrace the Chicago spirit with True Chicago Sports Fan Podcast merch. Designed for you, the ultimate fan, for the love of sports. Hey guys, it's Steven.
And this is Sean, and you are listening to True Chicago Sports Fans.
Don't forget to listen to No War on the Weekend. New episodes on Monday. You can find us anywhere you listen to podcasts.
Yeah, so we're going to go do a couple of shots, so let's kick it back over to Big Z.
Back to the True Chicago Sports Fans podcast with Big Z, and we have Ivan from the Tape Never Lies Network, and we got him for a couple more minutes, so we're gonna rush through this Madhouse on Madison because he needs to get on to what are you doing after this?
I'm on my show, another Bears show, but I'm gonna have my special guest coming on.
Beautiful.
So, yeah.
Oh yeah. So as soon as you jump off here, jump on Tape Never Lies. Give them some
Well,
views.
it's 8:30, so it gives me some time.
We got
so,
time. We got some time.
Yeah.
The Chicago Bulls. Madhouse on Madison reported Chicago Bulls. We'll start off with them. They are playing the 2-15 Pelicans tonight, and they are down 20. They are down 20. This team started off so hot.
It's always but this is the name of the game. This is the Bulls right now. Like, I don't get in. Like, they have a 20-point lead, it gets erased. They go down 20, they come back. And it's always like, it's just, again, inconsistency is the name of the game. I think that they are definitely better. I think they're a team that will be fighting, hopefully not for some fucking play-in, but a solidified spot in the playoffs. But things still need to be cleaned up. And I loved how Vooch last game, right? Vooch against the Wizards, right? Vooch, he hits the game. I believe Vooch didn't hit the game winner, but he had a big three. He had a big three. He had a big game. Vooch led with 28, I believe, and he was just on fire. He's been on fire. He's been our best fucking player all season long. So far, I would say him and Giddy, Giddy have done a great job. But in the post, like, they're interviewing him, and you could see Vooch is clearly frustrated, right? Clearly frustrated, man. Like, and here come the kids, right? Here come the kids. Busting the old man's balls, but like, you don't get it. Like, that's the problem. That's why he got mad, because you don't get it.
Right. He said he played soft. Yeah,
that team should have been beat. He called them exactly what they are, and they showed it. They fucking showed it right on the fucking camera. As soon as he said it, here they come. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying, and I'm not I love this team. I think those players, the players that was it Buzelis and
Zealous and Giddy.
Whoever came over, they're young, right? Vooch understands, like, hey man, I'm getting older. We need to put it, like, we have I'm sure he believes in this team. He's like, but you can't fucking let a Wizards team like that just walk right back into the game, and all of a sudden they're in it. All of a sudden they got the lead. All of a sudden now you're chasing. It's frustrating for him, and he called it that's exactly what a fucking leader does. Would I have said it on camera? Probably not, but I think his frustration is boiled over to where he's like, hey, why are we, like, I'm not celebrating. These guys are all jumping up like they won a fucking championship. Yeah,
it's definitely a old man, get off my lawn, and these young kids are like, they seem they're happy to be in the game. And again, I've said this before, where these veterans that are here, they're here for business, and these guys are just having fun. Again, Giddy's averaging almost a triple-double. He's 20, 10, and 9.7 in assists. That's a team leaders, and those are his numbers. Steals is Trey Jones with almost 2, and blocks 1.5 for Modest. But Vooch is not playing today. So you can see that they have minimal direction with not having their leader out there. Io has been stepping up in the last week or 10 days after we trashed him on the show. He's been showing up, but he's got 4 points today. Modest has got 7. Giddy's got 8. Giddy's going to get his. I'm not worried about. Kobe White's got 4. So that's another one where, all right, the big guy's out. I need to take over. Kobe needs to be, he's a veteran. Let's just put it that way. He's on his, second contract, going on to his third contract. You are a veteran, sir. I don't care how many times you missed so many games, but they are going to do this all year, where it's going to be a yo-yo effect of up and down. They're going to look great for a week, and then they're going to look crappy for another 10 days. This is a Chicago Bulls wash, rinse, repeat play-in game. I'm telling you.
It could be.
And
very well
might
be. It won't
they
be.
trade
I won't be shocked. How about that? I won't be shocked. I won't be shocked.
yeah,
You know what I mean?
definitely.
I feel like they have the talent to get there, but I won't. I wouldn't be shocked. They
Yeah,
sound like the other. They sound like the other team though. In the madhouse.
yeah, the other team in the madhouse, which is the Chicago Blackhawks, who just dropped one. But I mean, they dropped one to the Avalanche, who's at top of the division, and they dropped it 1-0. So I'm not mad about that. And this is after they had a pretty good game.
It was frustrating. They had a lot of opportunities in the power play, and they have not been checking in on the power play in like for a little bit. Like this is their third 3-game losing streak of the season, right?
But to
They
lose 9-3 the game
right.
before, come
That
on.
against the Sabres, that was unacceptable. It was just that's a team that you should beat. Yeah, I would imagine
Mhm. Yep.
the way that they've been playing this year. But again, it's still a young team. They're obviously showing real growth, but like you still see the growing pains, right? You still see the things that need to be cleaned up from them as well. Like I said, it's going to take time with the Blackhawks. I trust this Blackhawks like rebuild more than I trust this Bulls team getting to the playoffs. Like I trust this Blackhawks team making some noise and progressing and developing more than I do the Chicago Bulls at this point.
Yeah, I mean, they've got 24 points. So I mean, if they were to get 4 points, they're in third place. I mean, they're in the mix. Everyone's kind of bunched up except for the Avalanche. And the Central Division or of the Western Conference is a tough conference. So they're playing a lot of West Coast teams, and um they're not ready yet. They're next year, maybe 2 years from now, they will be competing. They're not there yet. They need more pieces, and it's hard to do with that hard salary cap that's so low. And they got to get the kids some help, and they're starting to do that with a good goaltender. They're growing together, but again, how much time do you want to waste on these young guys?
Well,
We went through it. We saw
they
Kane
well they still got a lot of guys coming. They have first of all they got draft picks and they have players. They have players that are probably going to be coming up next year that are having pretty great. Say like the guy from Russia. He's having he's like leading the league in points or like goals or something like that. He's like they have quality talent right coming up, but again. It's just going to take time with that team, and I hope that they're contending for like a wild card spot. That's my hope that they could build and this team could get better throughout the season and be contending in the spring. Like I miss spring hockey. Playoff hockey is when it's a Hawks, it's dearly missed.
We definitely got spoiled with 3 championships in 5 years. So I mean, we got spoiled. We got ours are really clumped up together. The Bulls and the Blackhawks were all clumped up together. Where our Bears 40 years and our
shit. The Hawks could have fucking won 5.
Yeah, they could have. I mean, that could. Can you imagine that type of the dynasty?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we'd be talking.
That lost to the Canucks. Yeah, they lost the Canucks the year after, and then you got to remember that fucking Nick Leddy right through the wickets, or right through the shoulder. It was off Nick Leddy and then right between Corey Crawford's arm, and I remember that. I still believe they could have won 5 championships. It's just the luck of the puck, the drop of the puck, luck of the bounce and shit like that sometimes. And
I mean, they were all magical runs. I mean, again, they went up against top tier teams, so it wasn't like they lost to some wild card that shouldn't have been there. They lost to top tier team. So again, we've been lucky with our basketball and our hockey in our lifetime. We just want to be contenders again. We're not saying we got to win a championship every year, but we need these teams that have been. Well, last one was 2015 for the Blackhawks, I believe. So it's been 10 years. The Cubs is approaching 10 years. The White Sox is 20 years. The Bears is at 40 years. We're like, come on, this is one of the best sports teams, cities in the world. And our teams are just not cooperating with us when it comes to reciprocating the fandom. So definitely the Hawks will be playing twice this week, Wednesday and Friday. I mean, you can watch the Bears game and then go to a Blackhawks game against the Predators. So We'll check that offline. JC, Blackhawks first round pick, just won a state championship at quarterback for his high school.
Mason
Okay.
West. Yep. Mason West just won.
All right.
Mhm.
All right. Think we're cutting it short today because we got 3 shows this week. And so we will be back on air for the pre, half, and post-game show at Casa Humilde this Friday. We'll be there at 1 o'clock. Come in, have some. I'm not doing a pozole this time because that made me
Don't
sleepy.
do the. I told you, dude.
Mashed
And then
burger
you were trying to get me to like. First of all, like I said, it's a bucket of pozole.
It's a bucket.
And this guy's like, oh, he's like, did you try? I'm like, bro. I'm like, come. I don't know why you got it. I was like, oh, all right. Like, you planning on taking a nap in between halftime or something, bro? Like, what were you doing over there? Like,
oh
okay,
my
it was
god!
delicious. It's good. It's just
Here, I'm gonna pull it up. Oh, here we go.
Yeah.
Is it up there? Let's pull this baby up. Did it load? All right, come on, load up. It's taking too long. Oh, come on, StreamYard. Come on, StreamYard. I'm gonna have to write a review so get some discount.
he's gonna write a letter. Here we go.
I'm gonna write a letter. Yeah, it says it's taking too long. Anyways, I will post it on my IG and Facebook, and you guys can see the big old bucket that they served me. I swear, I ate for like 15 minutes and it didn't diminish. I'm like, it's never ending. I ran out of chips.
I saw like I witnessed it. Like he immediately attacked it, and then it was just like you could watch the slowdown. Just you want this? I'm like, no, I don't want that shit. I was like, no, you got to take a bite. I was like, oh my god, here, take a bite.
You did taste it, so that was I was happy with that. But yeah, the corn was pretty good. You got 2 servings of corn.
You have to. It's good. It's good.
It's really good. It's really good. So meet us at Casa Humilde this Friday, 1 p.m. for the pregame show. Most of us will be there as far as our panel. We'll see if Steve can be there, and if he is, then we'll put it on the flyer that's to let you know that he'll be there. So come and join us. Ivan, thanks for jumping on. You are going to go to do TTNL at 8:30, so jump on with him in a little bit. Give a little break to go pee, get another beer, and do all that. But this has been great. Thank you all that have been listening, subscribing, sharing, all the support that we've been getting lately. Thank you for everything. It's making us grow very rapidly, and we really, really appreciate you. So 275 episodes and counting, and you can check us out on our social medias, TCSF Pod on Twitter, Facebook, IG, Spotify. Is all True Chicago Sports Fans. You can find myself at Big Z _606 Media on all of my stuff. You can find Ivan at The Tape Never Lies on his stuff. And for Ivan, I'm Big Z, and we'll see you next week. We'll see you Friday first.
Friday,
Then we'll see you again on next Monday for 276. So until then, be good to each other for the love of sports.